I loved the character. She was so sort of sneaky, and I don't know, I thought about her as like a rat that had survived a nuclear winter.
I thought you might be able to help me with the case. Any idea where I could find him?
You police plan on taking me in?
I would much prefer that to the alternative.
My character's name is Love, L-U-V, you write it, and she's Neander Wallace's right hand. In the movie, she'll do anything, the whole world for him. They have a very intense, complex relationship, I'd say. And I think, you know, she's very much in search of her own identity, as, you know, other characters in the film are as well.
I play Joy. Joy is obviously very important in Kay's life. She's his lover and best friend and only friend, the only person he can trust to and share what he's going through. And she's kind of, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel for him. And she's there to push him to, you know, follow that path and find those answers that he needs to know about.
My character's name is Mariette, and she comes into Kay's life and has sort of an intermittent relationship to him in the movie.
I don't know how to describe her. Like, and she does that, and they feel like that.
We all sort of auditioned to be in the movie before we knew what characters we were going to be. So I love the original so much. It's one of my favorite movies, and I'm just considered Denis one of the greatest living filmmakers. So those two things alone were huge sort of magnets that brought me towards the project. And then once I got the part and I read the script, and it was so beautiful, and it was so doing the impossible thing of like rightfully submitting a companion piece to the original that was as beautiful and I feel should be made as much as the original. And I just wanted to be a part of this world and work with these people, and I loved the character. She was so sort of sneaky, and I don't know, I thought about her as like a rat that had survived a nuclear winter. And
A wet rat.
Yeah, just like a wet rat that kept showing up. And there was no part of it that I wasn't sort of aching to be a part of.
Sylvia? Yeah, I can only add on to what they're saying. I mean, for me, the same. Blade Runner and Denis Villeneuve were, the big, you know, yes, I would love to, but I'm probably never going to, because a lot of girls are going to audition for this part, so don't think about, you know, that whole thing. And actually, when I, you know, got the part and read the script, I thought, you know, my character Love has, you know, I had the chance to be able to work with so many different elements, you know, such a rich palette of vulnerability, strength, humor, satire. I think, you know, she's a fashionista. She's conflicted. She has so many sides to her, and I thought, you know, that was just I was so grateful as an actress to be able to get this part and be able to work with that, you know, such a great responsibility and chance.
It's a beautiful opera, but it's just a very simple sort of human story of somebody trying to find out where they came from, where they're going, why they're here, if they mean anything to anybody. It's really lovely, and the whole emotional journey is quite like intimate and small. It just takes place in this beautiful operatic universe.
Mm-hmm. It's just these people trying to find their own identity and trying to connect with someone or something that gives sense to their existence.
Yeah, I think, you know, these huge scenes, and, you know, my heart started pounding in my throat, and then these small, intimate dialogues where you're almost next to Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know.
It's almost like this action thriller futuristic film, and the tempo of the movie, it's not being conditioned by this huge universe. It's like it keeps going the way it's supposed to be, like very real and very human and very, intimate.
It's not a sequel in the sense that there's a bunch of information that you won't understand if you don't watch the original. It's really a standalone piece.
I mean, if you obviously watch the first one, then you know who these characters are. I mean, Rick Decker in this case, and what happened 30 years ago. I always told you, you're special. Your story isn't over yet. There's still a page left.